Tuna is also a great source of protein. It contains no trans fat, and a 3-ounce serving of Chunk Light contains 11 milligrams of heart health niacin, which has been shown to help lower cholesterol and help your body process fat. The University of Rochester researchers determined that niacin raises HDL cholesterol, that's the good kind, and lowers triglycerides more than statin alone. Carrots. Think of carrots as an orange wonder wart. Just think of it as the beautiful orange vegetable. Good for the eyeballs and good for clearing up breakouts. No magic here. It's nothing magic about it. It just has plenty of vitamin A, which prevents overproduction of cells in the skin's outer layer. That means fewer dead cells to combine with sebum and clogged pores. They also contain a lot of catechinoids, fat-soluble compounds that are associated with a reduction in a wide range of cancers, as well as a reduced risk and severity of inflammatory conditions such as asthma and rheumatoid arthritis. Now let's talk about something here. Remember when I was tongue-tied and I said you got to work through it? Now I'm just breezing through that word, inflammatory, because I've always been tongue-tied about it, but let's work through our difficulties. Dried plums, also known as prunes. Ooh, these dark shrivelers are rich in copper and boron, both of which can help prevent osteoporosis. They also contain a fiber called inulin, okay, which when broken down by intestine bacteria makes for a more acidic environment in the digestive tract. That in turn facilitates calcium absorption. Whole grains. Whole grain, oatmeal, wheat flour, barley, brown rice are high in fibers, which calm inflamed tissues while keeping the heart strong. The colon healthy brain, this is food for your brain. Whole grains can be loaded with carbs, but the release of those sugars is slower by the fiber. And because they can pack as much as 10 grams of protein per 1/2 cup serving, they also deliver steady muscle energy building. But not all breads and crackers advertised as whole grain are the real deal. So make sure that you read when read the label. And so those that aren't whole grain can be high in fat and that all alone right there can increase inflammation. So make sure that when you're going to buy your whole grains, and then also make sure that when you do that, you sprinkle a little flaxseed on it. Just remember, okay, so I'm going to get some oatmeal. And then I'm going to put a little, when I get through making it, I'm going to just put some flaxseed on it. You see what I'm saying? How easy it could be when you start, putting stuff together. And like I said, in our Auspicious Wellness University, we're going to be demonstrating a lot of stuff that you can do. Okay, red wine, swimming in resveratrol, a natural compound that lowers LDL, that's the bad cholesterol, and raises HDL, which is the good cholesterol, which prevents blood clots. Red wine can truly be a lifesaver. A research review in alcoholism, clinical and experimental research, for instance, suggests that resveratrol may prevent or delay the onset of chronic disease, but limit your intake to 2 drinks a day, according to a study of over 6,000 patients in the Journal of American Medical Association. You're 97% more likely to reach your 85th birthday if you keep your daily alcohol consumption to fewer than 3 drinks. I mean, like for me, I can have 1 drink in a month and I'm good because I'm not real good when it comes to putting stuff in my system. It's just a little too clean. Vinegar is Vinrogate is also a rich source of flavonoids, antioxidants that help protect the lining of blood vessels in your heart. It may make you less likely to die of cardiovascular disease, according to Japanese researchers. So we call it Vin Rouge. It's also a rich source of flavonoids. So it's spelled Vinroge. So if you want to pick some of that up, okay. Now this one is pretty deep. Yogurt. Various cultures claim yogurt as their own creation, but this 2,000-year-old food health benefits are not disputed. Fermentation spawns hundreds of millions of probiotic organisms that serve as reinforcements to keep the battalions of beneficial bacteria in your body, which keeps your digestive tract healthy and your immune system in top form, and provide protection against cancer. Not all yogurts are prebiotic, so make sure that when you buy your yogurt that it says prebiotic yogurt. Okay, so we're not saying all yogurts. Just make sure it says prebiotic yogurt. Avocados, they're full of monosaturated fats. Avocados deliver a double barrier blast to LDH, the LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. So they're just blasting it out of there. It's also rich in folate, a water-soluble B vitamin that helps lower the level of homocysteine. Did you see that? Homocysteine is also an amino acid that can hinder the flow of blood through blood vessels. Eat 1/4 cup twice a day. Make sure you eat that. Okay? And so walnuts, they're richer in heart health omega-3s than salmon. They're loaded with more anti-inflammatory polyphenols than red wine and packing half as much muscle-building protein as chicken. So the walnut sounds like a frankenfood, but it grows on trees. Other nuts combine only one or two of these features, not all. So a serving of walnuts, about 1 ounce or 7 nuts, is good anytime, but especially as a post-workout recovery snack for muscle recovery. So, just get you a big bag of walnuts. And what you do, you're going to learn more about that in the university. We're going to tell you about food prep. And keep you some with you. Throw them in your purse. Throw them in your, just wrap them up and wrap them up, put them in one of the plastic tiny containers, and put it in your purse. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised. Or you could just chop them up just a little bit and make the food just taste even better when you're doing your salad. You just be surprised that food prep is everything. It's everything. Turmeric, curcumin, the polyphenol that gives turmeric its tang and yellow hue, has anti-cancerous properties, anti-inflammatory effects, and tumor-fighting activities known as nutrition speaks as antigenesis. Researchers at UCLA have found that it helps deter the accumulation of amyloid, plaque in the brain. So that's what amyloid is. It's tiny blockages that may cause Alzheimer's disease. Turmeric's prevalence in India. So if you think of people in India, did you not know that people in India are more healthier than this statistic is about 13% in the United States, according to the Alzheimer's Association? And they pair it with pepper and curries. Adding black pepper to turmeric or turmeric spice food enhances curcumin's, the bioavailability to your body by 1,000 times due to black pepper's hot property called pepperin. So and this is from a nutritionist, Stacey Kennedy of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. So that's another thing that we're going to be able to share with you, that blend and how to putting that one together. So that's something that's really would be great and is good for our men, our women, and people on a whole. Black beans. People who eat 1 to 3 ounce servings of black beans a day decrease their risk of heart attack by 38%. According to a study in the Journal of Nutrition. And while other beans are also good for your heart, none can boost your brain power like black beans. That's because they're full of antioxidants, and it's called anthocyanins. And it's an antioxidant compound that has been shown to improve brain function. They're also packed with superstar nutrients, including protein, healthy fats, folate, magnesium, B vitamins, potassium, and fiber. Because a lot of times I'm experimenting on something, and I'm going to share it with everyone. I'm learning how to actually make black bean patties, like a veggie patties made of black beans. So I'm working on that too. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on. Okay. We're getting through this. It's been 1 hour and 9 minutes. I'm sitting here looking at the recording devices in studio. It's been 1 hour and 9 minutes, but I'm committed to getting us through this in 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm not even going to play the commercial today. I'm just not going to do it. I'm getting us through it because guess what? We need our men. When your grandbaby tells you about our grandfather's going to be around, the uncles, the brothers, the fathers, trust and believe it's time to get up and go to work. And I'm working. An apple a day, apples. Reduce swelling of all kinds thanks to quercetin, a flavonoid also found in the skin of red onions. Quercetin reduces the risk of allergies, heart attack, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, prostate. Think about that, prostate. and lung cancers. Given a choice, opt for Red Delicious. They contain the most inflammation-fighting antioxidants. So go get your Red Delicious apples. Alaskan king crab. High in protein, low in fat. The sweet flesh of the king crab is spiked with zinc. Now, you know people have related taking zinc to help with the coronavirus. A whooping 7 milligrams per 3.5 ounce serving. Zinc is an antioxidant, but more importantly, it helps support healthy bone mass and immune function. Ooh, didn't I just say that? Okay. Pomegranates. The juice from the biblical fruit of many seeds can reduce your risk of most cancer, thanks to polyphenols called elegantins, which give the fruit its color. In fact, remember when we said anything, the more red, the more the fruit is red, or whatever has more red in it, or if it's a vegetable, is even more healthier in antioxidants, which give the fruit is this is something we need to really think about. Relate red. When you go to the grocery store, and I didn't talk about red processed foods, I'm talking about when you get over in the section of the fruits and the vegetables. In fact, a recent study at UCLA found that pomegranate juice slows the growth of prostate cancer cells by a factor of 6. So imagine us taking pomegranate juice and mixing it up with a bunch of more stuff for a smoothie, which is what we do. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of this stuff with you guys if you're getting in the portal and you want to buy this course. It's going to be, I think it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I don't know what it's going to come all out to, how many weeks we'll go into it. But imagine if we gave you a meal plan for 6 to 8 weeks and how it could really change some things in a positive light. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take what I'm giving to you, and we're going to reinforce it with recipes. Well-researched. It's going to take me some time to get all these recipes together and get everything together. And we'll announce it we'll actually announce it in the podcast on social media. Follow us on social media. My social media is Debbie Smith Torrance. You'll find us on mostly all the social medias. If you don't find me that way, look for Auspicious Wellness. You'll find me one way or another. And I usually announce things. I'm the kind of person, take our time because we want to get it right. I don't like rushing. I like to just take my time. And I'm excited because we're almost through. Bok choy. This crunchy, cruciferous vegetable is more than the filler that goes with shrimp and brown sugar. Boy choy is rich in bone-building calcium as well as vitamin C, Na, folic acid, iron, beta-carotene, and potassium. Celebrity trainer Teddy Bass, thank you. Potassium keeps your muscle and nerves in check when lowering your blood pressure, and research suggests that beta-carotene also can reduce the risk of both lung and bladder cancer, as well as macular degeneration. Oysters. Shellfish in general is an excellent source of zinc, calcium, copper, iodine, iron, potassium, selenium, but the creamy flesh of the oyster stands apart for its ability to elevate testosterone levels and protect against prostate cancer. Woo-hoo. So I think I'm going to go back and say thank you, Teddy Bass, again. Oysters, shellfish in general. So keep up with that. So shellfish in general is what I'm trying to tell you. I'll say it one more time. Why shellfish? Because it's an excellent source of zinc, calcium, copper, iodine, iron, potassium, selenium. But the creamy flesh of the oyster stands apart. Why? Because of its wonderful ability to elevate testosterone levels and also protect against prostate cancer. So that's huge. If we all know what our men go through when they have to go for treatment for prostate cancer, the symptoms, everything is horrible. It's a horrible cancer for our men to have to deal with, and seeing them deal with that and not knowing the certainty of if they'll be around tomorrow. And as men age out, it's more prevalent as men get older. And so let's try and be as preventative as possible. We're not saying that all these things are going to make sure you never get a disease, but let's just give yourself a fighting chance in case you do. 1 cup of broccoli contains a healthy dose of calcium as well as manganese and potassium. I'm so tired of talking, but I'm keeping going. Phosphorus, magnesium, and iron. And that, in addition to its high concentration of vitamins, including A, C, and K, and the phytonutrients,